Hello, welcome to Hello Main Street. I am your host, Monica Sanchez, where we talk about thought provoking tips and tricks for fellow entrepreneurs. And today we are going to be talking about community. I had the privilege to talk with a gentleman this week. His name is Jonathan Cummings, and he is the owner of Brand Exposure Media. We had a great conversation talking about moving away from the valley, living in other areas. He traveled more so than I did, but living in different parts of the areas and then coming back and looking for a sense of connectivity. I feel is a human nature for all of us. And as entrepreneurs, he was wanting to get to meet others as well and go from there. So in our discussion, we really talked about, what it's the importance of having that community and really being able to support each other, encourage one another, and then also be able to expand from outside that area. So I remember when I first heard the word business owner. I was very small and I thought, man, that person has it all figured out. They know what they're doing 100% of the time. They have all this money coming in, all this time on their hands. And then my dad, he became a photographer. He took his passion and turned it into a business. And then from there, I could see there was a lot more to it, being a business owner than just being able, like for my dad, just to take photos, right? Just like any other business owner, you had the responsibilities of bringing in the business, making sure you met up with your clients, follow through with your commitments, and so on and so forth. And my dad was really good at being a great part of the community. And I realized that early on. And so I took those pieces with me. And what I realized is that I wish that he would have really embraced more of the people that surrounded him to be able to take his business to the next level. So as I started in my early years, I would connect people in nonprofits, just bringing them together so that way everyone would benefit from the connection. And it always filled my heart when I always heard back from them saying how much that they really valued that connectivity, in being able to move forward and to progress with one another and how it worked out for both of them financially. So I always look for win-wins in that respect. And then I went into education and helped these physician assistant students who traveled across the world just to come to this one, location for the next 2 years to get their education as a certified physician assistant, and how I love to bring people together, bring that commonality together, so then that way everyone could thrive. And I know oftentimes there's times when you can be alone in your business, or you're wanting to brainstorm, think of ideas, things like that, and you don't have anyone to bounce those ideas off of. It's always nice to be, again, coming back to that community sense, right? So I made it a point to know for sure that when I was bringing people together, I was wanting to bring them as far as a benefit for them. I feel like when we can lift up each other and really embrace one another with our differences and our cultures, and our knowledge, to help one another, that's really when we're all successful as a community. And so that has always been a stem for me. That's always been a priority in my thoughts and views. And what I really love is that I've been able to do that for myself. I've been able to do that for others in their business. I get people often that will say thank you, for doing what I'm doing, because it's really helping them and expanding them as well, not only as a business person, but as in our personal lives also. So I am reaching out to you today to say, if you were feeling like you are looking for that support, if you were wanting to get together, let's have a conversation. There's no need for you to be alone in your business. There's no need to just be siloed in certain areas of, you know, different parts, right? Different regions. That's why I built the Central Washington. That's why I look outward, because that is how we will expand and we will grow. And I would love to help you. I'd love to learn more about you. What are your goals? What is your passion for your business? Or what are even some fears that you may feel? We all have them. And I just don't want people to be alone in their world. I really want you to feel like you have a part, you have a say, but yes, you also have a community who's here and who's willing and wanting to embrace you. So if that sounds like something that resonates with you, please let's have a conversation. And so thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And this is something that I've said, and I think I will continue to say as always, that we are better together. So if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Click on the likes. It helps us to expand our reach. It helps us to get out there with more entrepreneurs. I would love to have more conversations with other entrepreneurs. I'd love to bring more people onto the podcast, and let's just talk and let's help each other to grow. Let's really lift one another up. Let's not be divisive. Let's not tear one another down because it doesn't do any good. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful day.